It's time once again for an update from the city of New Hope. Joining us, the mayor, Kathi Hemken. Welcome once again, Mayor. How are you today?
Hi, Dave. Just fine, thanks. Great
You're
day.
looking very springy, I understand, out on the golf course even this morning, and the golf game is looking good, so good for you.
It is, it is.
Let's talk about some things happening in the city of New Hope. Number one is return to work. Tell us about the preparation of people returning to the office at City Hall and the other facilities.
Well, this is our 7th week in this. And so they're starting to bring some people back into City Hall. Of course, masks are required. They're keeping their distance from each other. They won't all be there at once, but they're working on that. They're working on a plan. City Hall will be closed until the 18th, so there won't be any people coming in. And they are putting up barriers in front of all the desks that face the public. So we're getting ready.
A lot of planning that goes into getting back open to the public. Let's talk about the city council. Council meetings continuing virtually, and you have a big meeting coming up on May 11th. Tell us about that agenda.
We do, and that again will be virtual. The big thing on that agenda is the CUP for the Cooper Athletic Field. This is their one-year review. We really want people to let us know how Cooper's doing. If they're doing what they said they were going to do, they can either write to us, they can email, they can call. We want to know. I'm not sure if City Hall will be open for that meeting, but if they do come in, they have to have a mask, and of course, they have to keep a distance from us.
Very good. Let's talk about some things happening around the city. We've talked a few times about the micro distillery. Give us the latest update.
Well, we're still working on the liquor license for them, so I think they're distilling as we talk. I'm not sure. But we're working on the liquor license and don't have a date for when they might be opening. All
right, let's head around town and look at some of the street sidewalk areas that are getting some attention. First of all, some work with Hennepin County related to sidewalk and ADA around a railroad track. Where is this happening and what does this project involve?
Oh, that railroad track on Winnetka, it has been a mess. So as long as the Canadian Pacific is going to fix the area around the tracks, we thought this is a good time to work with them to put in sidewalks and some ADA crossing. And so we're coordinating with them to get that done. Don't have a date when it's going to happen, but at least they're talking about it.
Another thing that's being talked about is Meadow Lake and a possible maintenance plan there. Give us the latest update of what might be coming. And I know there's still some question of what will be coming.
We're working with the Shingle Creek Watershed Management Commission, and they're the ones that control the Meadow Lake drawdown that we were talking about. We don't have a date if that's going to happen. We're waiting to see if we're going to be able to get some funding on that. More to come. Keep an eye out on that one.
Let's talk school district again. City, a great partner with the school district. How is that conversation going back and forth, and how can people find out more information if they're interested in what's happening in District 281?
Well, the city manager and I meet bi-monthly with 281, along with the other mayors involved, the other 6 mayors involved, and just talk about what's happening at the school district, how we can help them, how they can help us. They can go onto our website and see the link that hooks them to the 281 website so they can see what's happening.
And the city's website link again is newhopemn.gov. Great place for all of the information we're talking about and much, much more. Speaking of other topics to talk about, let's talk a Blue Line. It's been quiet for a little while, Mayor Hemken, and now it sounds like some discussion happening. What will the discussion involve and where might this project be going?
Well, today is Tuesday, the 5th of May, and we're meeting with the chair of the Met Council, Charlie Zelli, today at 3 o'clock. When I say they, it's all the mayors that are associated with that light rail. We're not sure where it's going. We have to get the Met Council on board. We have to get the governor on board, and then, of course, we have to get the railroad on board.
More to come as we get some updates on that.
More to come.
The scattered site housing program within the city, always busy, especially at this time of year. You have a handful of properties to talk about. Give us a laundry list of where things are happening within the city with some of those housing projects.
Well, there's a double lot at 5353 Oregon. So we sold that to Great Buy Homes. They're going to put 2 single-family homes there. That's in the process. We bought the land at 4210, I believe, Louisiana. We went out for bids on the contractor to tear that down. That'll be happening.
6057 West Broadway. We have a picture we can show people about that beautiful property.
That one has been torn down. We sold that to Novak Fleck, and they're going to be putting up just a gorgeous house there. We'll have some literature that we're passing out to the neighbors, so they'll be able to follow along with the plan and watch it get constructed.
And then one other note I had is 3924 Utah. Can you give us an update on that property as well?
That property has been rehabbed. We're just about done. They're doing some cleanup work. We should be able to be taking pictures and market it virtually, probably starting next week. That's an exciting one.
Mayor is always looking to get people out and exercising. Here's a couple of ways for people to do that. One is the bike rodeo. Tell us about the bike rodeo, although this year, unfortunately, virtually, like many other things.
Virtually. I believe that's going on this week. They should go onto the website and follow along with that. They'll be giving away some free bikes. They want to get involved with that. Also, May is the Step to It Challenge. Yeah. So that's May 1st to the 28th. Again, they can go online and sign up and get some exercise at home, or go to the golf course and get some exercise there. Record your steps, and they'll be giving out prizes.
And many of those programs come through the Park and Rec Department, and I understand the Park and Rec Department receiving some awards recently. Congratulations to them. Tell us about the honors.
Well, the Minnesota Park and Rec Association gave us 2 awards, one for the New Year's Eve movie at the Ice Arena, which was kind of a novel approach. And the other one was for the at Little Acres Park. There's an orchard that they started there. So just 2 nice awards at our Park and Rec Department, the open thinking that they're doing.
And Park and Rec obviously looking ahead to the future with the pool and the park right next to the Civic Center Plaza. Give us a little update on some of the work that's happening there. The excitement continues to build.
Oh my gosh, you name it, they're doing it. So they're putting in stonework, they're putting in curbs and gutters. They're grouting the 50-meter pool. They're working on the shallow water pool. They laid a layer of asphalt on the parking lot. This just is constantly moving. They've got the seats going in for the theater, constantly moving. You got to go up and see it.
And if people have driven by that area in the evening, they might have noticed a beautiful lit up sign and also flag. Tell us about that great step towards completion of the City Hall.
We've been waiting to get that monument sign in for a long time. It's in and it's lit. It looks gorgeous. We put the American flag up last Friday, and the state flag is on order. We'll put that up as soon as it gets there. And when that one goes up, we are officially completed, except for the landscaping, of course.
That's right. All right. It takes some time to do beautiful things like that. Let's talk infrastructure within the city and hop around to a couple projects. First is 36th and a half. What should residents know around that area?
Well, they're starting to do work on the trees and on the driveway aprons. So there'll be some stuff going on there. On Northwood Parkway, the trees are coming down. And of course, I explained why they have to come down. When they dig down and they do a complete remodel like that of the road, the tree is going to die. And we don't want it to fall down on our workers. So we have to take those trees down that are within the 15 feet setback.
Another big project we've been talking about is the water main project on Winnetka, and it sounds like that is getting to closing pretty quick, and maybe a street back open?
Pretty quick. They're just putting the final touches on covering up those big holes, and they think they'll have all the lanes open by the end of the week, and that would be a lovely thing. However, as soon as they're open, the street sweeping is done, but now they're going to start striping Boone. So it's summer, and it's Minnesota. There's road construction of some kind everywhere.
So the key is just drive safely out there. Couple upcoming things happening here. Tell us about the election process. Here we are in May, but a lot of work already has to be going into elections. How does that happen at the city?
Well, our city clerk, who has a full-time job in itself, is now getting ready for the both the primary election and the November election. She's also recruiting election judges. She's working on a better way to do the absentee balloting or going into City Hall, finding places to have these voting places. She's been very, very busy. And to top all that off, she's bringing together the plan, the back to work plan for the whole city.
Very good. A lot of hard work going on. And one date for folks to remember is May 16th. Mayor, what's happening on May 16th right outside your window there?
Right outside my window. We had this bright idea that since the golf course has all these plants that they have to thin out, we would have a plant sale. So Lorraine and I have been planting plants for the last couple of weeks. The sale is on the 16th. It'll be 9 to 2. We're asking people, please cash a check. We won't be able to take a credit card. We'll have you deposit your money in a little box, and hopefully things will be priced so you won't need change.
Very good. And final note, you want to mention the slogan that the city is working with right now. Again, with the times that are going on, it has something to do with virtual work.
It does. We're here for you virtually. And we want people to actually keep in contact with us. They can do that by email, by telephone call. They can go on our website. They can write us a letter. We want to know their concerns. We want to know when they need applications for permits. We also want to hear compliments once in a while. Our staff has been working so hard to keep everything going well, and it has been going well. So a little compliment to them never hurt. The fire department and the police department are doing just fine. They're busy as can be.
And if people want more information or to find a place maybe to drop that compliment, go to the city's website, newhopemn.gov. Again, a lot of great information there. And some of the dates that we mentioned, you'll find that there as well. Mayor Hemken, thank you again for your time. Always great to talk with you, and we will talk to you again soon.
Thank you, Dave.
Learn more about the connection at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.